LA update, February 11th, 2026, Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm gonna move the AirPod a little bit. We had a really nice weekend. We were in Minnesota playing with our Hauliwood Dreams band. Steve Solkela organized the tour and it was wonderful. We played in Palo. I think it's actually Aurora. They had a Laskiainen, like winter day party. People were really, it was Steve's hometown. It was really sweet. People were waiting for us. They were sitting there. There was, let's say, 150 people. And we were able to give like a nice concert. And then we also played in Duluth for the local Finnish organization. It was in, I think it was Duluth All-American Club. So we had two really nice gigs. Then there was two gigs in Minneapolis. That's, I need to ask an American how to pronounce it. But those were a little bit more difficult to get the audience. There wasn't really much people. The one was in a bar and one was in a cafe. So we need to learn about how to, yeah, actually that's what I've been thinking quite a lot. We have a nice monetize, how to monetize. We have this nice band. It's a fun situation. We incorporate stand-up comedy and all kinds of comedy. So we have a fun thing going on. Some people even watch our videos. But we've been thinking, like two of the gigs were really made financially sense and two of them didn't. So since we have this thing now, let's say that we have a product, a band that we can do, like how to make it sense also financially. And me and Maria are doing summer shows in Finland in July. So if you want to book us to perform in your toilet or invavessa tai missä vaan, anywhere we're gonna be there in July. We have a couple of, we have gotten one gig that looks pretty promising. This is about to happen. And it really goes to like, if you have a show, how much do you need to get paid? If you're playing music, how much do you need to get paid for one night? It's going to take whole day. So you cannot really book anything else unless if you have something in the morning. But let's say that it's like, how much is one day's work worth? What are your expenses? Well, here in LA, for me to at least somewhat live regularly, I would need to make 5,000 per month. Because in America you need to also save some money for your retirement, probably your children's education if you need to pay for university. So I would need to make 5,000 per month for anything to make sense. And probably people who are doing well are making much more. But like that's really well, for me to cover my expenses, I need to make 3,000. Like just the minimum cover all the bills. But like to just have some extra money to save. For example, for retirement, I would need to make 5,000. And if I work 5 days a week, then that's $250 per day. That comes to 5,000 if I work 5 days a week. But then with music and gigs like this, are you able to work every day? So let's say that you have gig 3 times a week, or like you work every other day. So then you should really make 500 per person for a show. And that's realistic because not really many people have shows 5 times a week. Especially if you're traveling and or unless if you have a place in your home where people come and see you every day. So let's say that we would need to make 500 each from a gig if we are a duo. And then there's gonna be some travel expenses. Let's say minimum 200. So we would need to sell for each show 60 tickets, and the price would be 20 for us to make that 500, to make really that much money that we need if we live here in LA. Of course, in Finland the expenses are much cheaper. It's cheaper to live, and government provides some of the expenses that you need to think about here, like for example your child's education and all that. So we have a nice thing going on, but do we have that much of a pool that we can have 60 people per show paying $20? And at this point I don't think so. Well, then also if you play in bars, you can think about that how much liquor and alcohol they're going to sell, that we're going to bring people. So then it can be that maybe the ticket price is less, or there's no ticket price and the bar pays you something. So I think we're being in Finland in July. I don't think we're able to reach getting paid 1,200 per gig, but keeping expenses down, we're at least able to make something. Hopefully we have many gigs, so then it's not that bad. But this is nothing new, but I have just needed to look into this, especially thinking our summer tour. The Minnesota tour was financially actually really good, but a couple of the venues just didn't have. But then the two venues that we had lots of more people covered the situation. And thank you, Steven Solkela, our accordion player, for organizing, producing, promoting, doing the whole thing, and taking such a good care of us. We stayed in his place, and also another Finnish-American person's place, so there was no living expenses and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm very inspired with what we have. But yeah, another thing is merch. I finally got some shirts made, and Maria had actually much nicer shirts. She had for example MILF, that says MILF, and then under that it says Man, I Love Finland. And then she has another shirt, but I need to tell about it next time, because I don't want to say it wrong. I think it's a perkele, which is a Finnish swear word. PRKL. She didn't use the vowels, and it says PRKL, proceed regardless of known limitations. It was something else. It's much better, but it's actually very funny. So I noticed that since my shirt is just about me, it says I got this shirt from Miska. Maria's shirt are something that it's not about her, that it's this fun thing that people want to represent or wear. So I need to come up with some kind of slogan that even people who don't care that much about me could like to wear some kind of well, I have that one sticker that just says that I am finally a citizen, but I don't know if it's that fun now with what's going on here. Yes, so I'm back in LA, looking forward to July. Last week was also pretty busy because I was doing lots of voiceover work. Now it's just auditions, and we have lots of social media stuff. I have a new podcast coming up with Steven Solkela, and Steve is coming here to LA in March. So we're gonna have some shows with him. And maybe I'll get a nice audition tomorrow from my agent, or from self-submissions when I apply personally myself. So yes, I suppose I've been thinking about it, and I've been getting some advice that how to get people in your gigs. So I've been trying to put this social media stuff up. Maybe that will bring more people, which it has. Like for example, when we were in Finland, I got those shows mainly through, well, I think this helped that I speak here to this phone. That's pretty much all. Oh yes, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was playing our Santa Claus song. Santa is from Finland, to an American person, and I felt that he liked it quite a lot. But then it's pretty Finland centric, so something that we have also known before, but I think it's time for us to also start doing songs that are not only about the Finnish-American experience, because you Finnish-Americans are our core audience, but to step out of that, to also reach Americans, there could be more general topics. Yes, that's pretty much it. Everything is okay. I'm curious what the next phone call will be, but we have a couple of people working on selling us gigs in Finland, and I'm very thankful for them. Thank you everyone in Minnesota. I met so many nice people, spoke so much about where they were from, and about like many of their families had moved to America a couple of 100 years ago, and everyone took really good care of us. I really didn't need to buy much food or drinks or anything, and we stayed in wonderful people's places. So I'm feeling very thankful, and financially it was also okay. But yes, merch, which is like, well, you know what merch means, but if someone doesn't know, so those are the products, like if I have these Miska shirts or anything like that. So that's really one way to support poor artists. So I need to create more merch what people can buy. I'm gonna put a link down where you can buy my shirt. And if you have any ideas what I should make, I have a couple of fun ideas what items I could sell. But yeah, that's one way to well, actually that's a important part, like for even bigger artists and smaller artists. If you have some products that people want to buy and that way support you, that way you can financially make it work. Yeah, so feeling thankful and hopeful, but things are actually pretty good. Excited about the July summer show, and I'll let you know soon about our gigs with great Steven Solkela here in Los Angeles, California. Oh yeah, that's our light. Thank you for listening. Bye.